ask for this?
Goodbye, Kyle.
Said what I said, and I'm not changing on it, okay?
I feel like I'm mad at
Goodbye, Kyle.
Who asked for this?
Here comes Peter bucking up his chest at me like he gonna do something.
Goodbye, Kyle.
The blacker the berry, the sweeter the taste.
Who asked for this?
It could have been a scheme that Todd set up.
Goodbye, Kyle.
Now I got to add us back to the stage. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard tonight, honey, but welcome. Happy Friday. We are back. We're a little late, but we are back.
Yes, we are back. Girl, I was like, what just happened? But I know when I was watching somebody else's live, the StreamYard kept messing up. They had to restart the live over. So I'm like, please don't let it happen. So.
Okay. And that's when it starts to play, that's exactly what I was going to say. Like, it makes me want to end it and set it back up so it can play it right. But yes, that is the new intro, guys. And look, thank you. Look, thanks to Portia Williams. Shout out for the who asked for this, okay? When I saw the preview for Ultimate Girls Trip and I got that little sound bite, that's when I said, oh, I got to change my intro now.
Okay, then.
I got to change my intro. So, yeah, and look, and I kind of like it. I'm like, oh, I was saying, mix me a little beat.
That's good, though. I like that. I'm like, but who is Kyle?
That's from Beverly Hills. She from Beverly Hills. We say goodbye, Kyle. And what's funny about that goodbye, Kyle, is that's the last time we saw him or Lisa when he kicked her out the house.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
so yeah, that's from Beverly Hills Housewives. But that's one that I like. Girl, and I got to play you this clip when we get a chance about the Homeless and Toothless Foundation, the way they chopped up that damn name.
The Homeless and Toothless Foundation.
Oh, wait a minute, not Homeless and Toothless. It's Homeless, not Toothless.
The Homeless and Toothless Foundation.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, Lord, what is going on?
I know, like we had some feedback, playback.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, y'all, listen, let's jump into, do we want to do reunion looks or wait till the end, jump into the episode?
Whatever you want to do, girl. It's Friday. TJ,
Friday?
Have it your way, honey. We here.
Well, let's go and jump into the episode, because as far as finales go, and listen, we're going to give them a lot of grace because this season, was a comeback season. They are rising from the ashes, honey, because I thought they was done. I thought they was done. I didn't know if they could bring anybody back to revive what was going on over here them last two seasons. But I did feel like overall, this episode for me just kind of, it didn't feel like a finale episode. It was a little flat. However, I'm ready for the reunion, so I'm not too much. Let's go and get this show on the road as far as I'm concerned, as far as ending the season. But as usual, guys, you guys let us know, what did you think of this week's episode for Real Housewives of Atlanta? Rated 1 to 10. Let me see if I have, yep, there we go. I have a poll. Look at that. So you can go ahead and just select on the poll, if you will. I would appreciate that. And listen, I got some notes, but I just got to start here with this last episode.
Yes.
Dr. Ken, the doctor that Phaedra was dating, that she should have showed up on Married to Medicine with, because when we got to that clip and Dr. Ken came in there, he was showing Phaedra a lot of love that felt like you was missing that whole thing. What do you think?
Lisa.
He was rubbing the little soft, like.
I think he was just drunk.
Okay, maybe that is it.
Yeah, I figured he was, I ain't gonna say drunk, but I think he was feeling real good.
Oh, clearly. And feeling real good about him some Phaedra, right?
I
Because
was like,
I'm like, look, every looked at the girl's head in the scene. I was looking at the TV the same way, like, wait a minute. When
I'm like,
did y'all get this friendly with each other?
see, we don't be knowing their business, do we?
Well, that's what I said. Was that the doctor you was dating that should have been, that got you over there? Because that seemed like that's all up. I don't know, because we still don't know whatever said doctor.
Yeah, I don't know. I was shocked that he was acting that way. I really was. I thought he was a part of the alphabet crew.
Mm.
That's what I thought. I didn't see that coming.
Mm-hmm.
I said, oh, okay, go ahead.
Well, he liked him some Phaedra, honey.
Girl, he said he gonna shoot his shot.
But like I said, if he hadn't already shot it, like,
he didn't shot up the
because
club
he
before.
was very familiar. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It didn't seem like, and she didn't seem like that was something that was surprising to her. You know what I mean? That he would feel that way. You know.
Uh-huh.
So, hey, let me start the rumor. That was the doctor that was supposed to be over on Married to Medicine.
Yeah.
Let me go and start the rumor, okay? Yeah, if you saying right. Yeah, he was rubbing real close. But look, first, as we get into the episode, I think we just had like a quick recap of a lot of stuff that happened through the season. Well, maybe not a lot, but some of the things that took place this season. Of course, Drew and Michelle getting into, K Michelle getting into it. Infamous Portia and Shamia at the last hour. What else? What's up? Pinky and her bankruptcy woes. Kelly and her woes. Divorce woes. We did see that in this episode, she met with Phaedra at the attorney's office. Now, listen, Phaedra did one thing. She took some notes. She said, "When I represent this girl, I don't think we brought it up in the actual review we did for that episode when she told Kelly that she would not charge her. But I said, yeah, she learned her lesson fooling around with Sheree." Because, baby, when she said that she would help Sheree out, she wasn't filing a damn thing until Sheree dropped that doggone retainer, honey. But I guess she told Kelly, which, oddly enough, y'all knew that Sheree didn't have no money because she was trying to get the settlement so badly. But I guess she said, I learned my lesson and y'all won't do me. So let me just go on and tell Kelly she can get this service for free. Everything that we saw them walk into looked like Phaedra went out and got her some extra attorneys to help her with her stuff.
Now, look, I wasn't paying attention, but people were saying when I was watching their lives that Jasmine Crockett was on there with Phaedra.
I must have blinked because I didn't even see it.
Because then I see where she was on being interviewed somewhere, and she was talking about maybe a political run. I'm like,
Phaedra?
Yeah, and I'm like, girl, you know how they be digging in your background. It looked like a little shady.
Here's my deal. Like, this is one thing that really, I guess, gets up under my skin sometimes is people doing things for the sake of doing them, right? Mm-hmm. I just really would prefer that even if somebody was saying that it just kind of added up to somebody who it made sense. Like, I think that Phaedra, I think she's good at being a funeral director, right? I think she probably is good at being a lawyer. Like, I think those are her lanes in the sense of there's a presentation that you present, and sometimes your personal life don't have to do with anything about what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, funeral director. Don't nobody care what you're doing when you go back home. You know what I'm saying? But all you have to do is be able to present at that time, you know. But with and maybe this is because it's just I'm tired of people making a joke out of what's happening, right? Because enough already. Let me get on my damn soapbox. But I did just take a cohort in Indianapolis. Y'all know I'm in Indianapolis. Called "Taking Your Seat," and it did have a political focus. Basically, it was for me to find out. I just took it to find out if running for office was something that I wanted to do. Like I have a lot of things that I'd like to get into, but I don't know which one is right. So that goes back to, I don't want to just do something for the sake of doing it. I want to make sure that whatever my goal is, I'm in line with how to get that done. And as we finished that, I think it was 6 weeks, and it was really interesting. I learned a lot. But as we closed it up, I ended that session really knowing for sure that holding office is not a place for me. And it's really because I've learned the term that I am a disruptor. And that, even though disruptor sounds like something bad, but it's kind of like the good trouble. You know what I mean? Like I'm the person.
To be a disruptor, to be a lawmaker, though, to me.
You do. But here's the difference that at least for me, in which I found out, is when you get into holding office, there's no way around playing the game. And so what that means is you have the opposing sides, and at some point, even though
yes, you have to cross the aisle. You got
right.
to negotiate.
Right. Yeah, at some point, and that's just the way it goes. It doesn't mean anything else. But for me, to know that, I'm kind of that's not for me. Because it takes a person who's able to do those things, and I'm not that girl, right? I'm not the.
Yeah, you gotta, that's why they put all that pork in them different bills and everything. Because
for sure, yeah, for sure. And and again, just getting into those ins and outs. So that's what I mean is that a lot of times, even as just regular constituents, as we discuss certain things, sometimes we discuss things without having that type of insight to know that everybody got to wash somebody's hand. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I used to get so mad at those fucking Bernie or bust people. They used to make me fucking angry. I'm like, really? Because it's not how it works, really, in politics. It's not. You're going to have to reach across the aisle. Everybody's not going to get what they want, and that's usually how it is. So, but yeah, I usually go, every once in a while to the Democrat meetings at the, and just to see what's all going on. But yeah, this, I said, with Phaedra, only thing I was just worried about how the lady was trying to implement Phaedra into all that scandal that Apollo and all them had going on. What's her name? Angela somebody that wrote a book.
Oh, yes. Okay, I forgot all about that lady.
Angela Stanton.
Yeah.
So I was like,
not to be confused with Angela Oakley going to collect information on everybody as she walks to the mailbox, okay?
Angela Oakley, I guess she got a bunch of reviews in the last 48 hours since she put Angela out. Supposedly she got over 100,000 reviews.
Okay.
In the last 48 hours.
Yeah, I don't know, right? Sound like somebody bought them, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because did the people even get it yet? So, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. So, well, good luck to Phaedra if she is going to run. Again, I don't want to sound like I'm discouraging in that sense, but it reminds me of when Kamala...
No, she said it, that she sees herself running.
Oh, okay. Well, good luck to her with that. Again, right now, whatever happens, we need for people to be serious and on top of their business. This is not a fucking game. And we, once this other person, ends his stature, we need to get back to business the way it's supposed to be. Yeah. after this mockery is done. Because once, and you know, never mind, because I'll get too far into it. But
We got
yeah, we'll talk about that another time. So let's go ahead and say we get the photo shoot to go naked with Portia, Drew, and Cynthia. Cynthia giving mother, auntie, giving all of the things with her big arm in the middle. She said, "Is your arm too big?" I thought that was really, I don't know, cute. Listen, they can sell it.
like the hair for Cynthia.
You know, I feel like Cynthia. It's so funny with Cynthia. Like even her dress for the reunion. It's like she could put on a paper bag and still outdress half the people. You know, she can have a bad wig and still look good. That's crazy.
Yeah, I thought she looked nice. I just didn't like the wig.
Okay. Like, was it a little big or something? You thought?
Just was something.
Just was something.
Or something. I don't know.
What I thought was that it probably could have been curled a little more. Like it felt like it wasn't finished. It's kind of what I thought. But like I said, the girls look good. I enjoy watching them kind of do that.
Yeah.
And you know, just to take this note, what I also enjoyed was a moment where there's a business that they sharing and are actually supporting each other in.
Yeah.
Because everybody gets a piece of that pie. You know what I mean? Like, as far like, I'm sure that Portia is giving them some commission on whatever those wigs that she's named after them. Right, you know, and then and then also like they all are monetized, I'm sure, you know, on Instagram, Facebook, whatever. So also as they help promote and things, you know, you get that way. And this is like when we talk about multi-level marketing, that's kind of what it's supposed to look like, not the other stuff that most people end up doing, right? It's that, like, where everybody is supposed to be networking and marketing with each other. So I like that. I thought, as opposed to us throwing each other's, you know, bankruptcies in each other's face and all your losses, you know, it kind of felt, it was good to see them kind of get together, and especially Drew, because we know whatever she's going through. So I thought that was cute. What you thought? You thought Cynthia's wig was?
I like the photo shoot. I just didn't like the hair. I thought, and then I thought, oh, okay, so maybe that's what that hair inspired Drew's look for the reunion. I think because it was.
I feel like Drew ended up saying, I don't know what happened, and maybe we'll find out when they air it, but that she had some type of malfunction. So I think that hair was a last minute thing, and she didn't like get to do the look the way she, I guess, wanted to, which makes a lot of sense because I feel like the dress was good, but it was the hair.
Yeah.
Then we got Pinky talking about shit. It looks like she was having some type of family gathering, and so they looked like they were getting ready to bless some food or so. Looked like that was praying over before they got ready to eat. But she just talked about being able to buy her business back and how much that took, and you know how grateful she was. How do we think Pinky did for her first season?
I think she did well.
I think so too.
I like her confessionals. How to me she's kind of a bit of a comic relief, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I thought she did well. We got real.
And I feel like it's natural. Like it's not like a put on. You know.
She did well.
Ain't no point in talking about who we want to go because according to Andy, this is it, baby. So put your seatbelt on because all of them coming back for another season. Which that's good news for them because I hear that they're getting ready to start filming too, which is even better news. Because, you know, the last 3 or 4 years, they have not been getting right back to their filming schedule. So, yeah, everybody should be really proud of themselves.
Yeah, because I also think, too, even though I don't know what the views are for the week or or the day, but I would imagine the week is good. They're always in the blogs, about whatever's going on Housewives, and then Carlos doing those different interviews too is helping along. So I feel like everybody's names are in the in the blogs, and the one that because I know they were saying that they wanted they were thinking about Nene, whatever that rumor was. And I was thinking to myself, I don't know how it would look for Nene to come back, because when she felt like she was on top, to me she was very arrogant, and it just was like
She actually had gotten there. And I talked about this in the video earlier of 20 years of Housewives, guys. So if you get a chance, go check it out. But Nene, I feel like when we talk about the Mount Rushmore of Housewives, Nene Leakes should probably be on everybody's list. Like I don't know how you, I don't know how you have a list and don't include her. But what I will say is she is one of those housewives that we kind of watched her rise and we watched her fall also. And a lot of it was at her own doing. At that, I think season 12 is when they went to Greece, right? And did the Greek tragedy. And she ended up kind of storming off. But I remember for me, because even though there's other seasons where, she got to a limit, but it was right in that season where I said, yeah, they're not going to deal with her very much. And the reason why is because, listen, you can be the star of the show, but you're not going to treat my workers like shit. Like, who the heck, you know what I mean? Like, come on now. And so that, like, even though those are cameramen, producers, and maybe you don't feel like they in the same, like status as you, but as a company, you can't abuse the people that work for us, like, and that's just the end. So when she was talking to them real crazy, because like I say, we get those little snippets and everybody get to their limit or whatever. So some stuff you kind of can blow off and you understand. But she was violating much too often. That's what I kind of will say. And that's when like I said, when she did all of that, then I said, yeah, they done with her, because you're not gonna keep treating the people that work for this company like that. You just can't. And yeah, you got too your head and got too big for for your own space, right? Exactly. And so even
above the program.
Yeah. Bigger than the program, right? Exactly. You think you bigger than the program, and while you had that little inkling to do that, you can't shit on where you came from. And so yeah, I think that her time has passed, and I don't see there being room for her to be a full-time castmate. Not like Vicky could go back to OC because it's room for her. Teresa, whenever they decide to get New Jersey together, because that was Teresa's show from the beginning any damn way. But I think Nene, I like that they have her included in the Ultimate Girls Trip. I don't like that she's not a part of the cast, but at least because she burned a lot of bridges. So the fact that they are even giving her that cameo, I think I'm gonna just go ahead and take what I can get, because I don't imagine how you could have ever did a 20th anything and not went back and got her, like for it. Bethany, they ain't fucking with Bethany still, or maybe Bethany ain't effing with them, because I don't know how they didn't go get her either. However, that is what it is. But I agree. When I saw that rumor, I thought, of course, again, Andy said, don't even worry about it because it ain't happening. Andy said, don't even worry about it. But I did agree, and I could go along with Shamia not coming back next season. It's just not to be replaced by Nene. I think we have a new crew, and that's just what it is, And maybe Nene can pop in. I think the girls trip is where she belongs now. I feel like what we're seeing in this space needs to kind of happen for all of the housewives in some way, especially the older ones that's been on for these umpteen years. It's time to just phase it out a little bit. Yeah, and I love the girls
and
trip.
better. Yeah,
Huh?
they need to be moving on to something bigger and better.
Yeah, and so what I like about the girls trips is getting the women from the other franchises together on a trip. So now they get to commingle, like with each other, because that's not something we get to do or see. So looking forward to that. Then let's see, we got K Michelle talking about her listening party for her country album. I didn't write too many details about what was happening because I just was trying to, make sure I tried to catch up with something. I mean, listen, well, I think at this moment it clicked for me. I see why she here. Smart.
Yeah.
Because she has been fighting to do this country music for some time. And I do think it is a very smart move to get on a platform that, and I think she said it out her own mouth at an interview, like how the fans, are diehard fans and they're going to support what you got. They're going to talk about you like a dog too. Yeah. But they're going to support you also, right?
Well, I won't. Them other people will. That's I kind of like Beyonce country. I'm not that kind of country. I'm sorry. I just was like, oh, okay. If this country for real, and it just ain't my thing. I mean, I like the kind of country songs that kind of crossed over to pop. Those Billy Ray Cyrus. Everybody knew Achy Breaky Heart, but that kind of. Oh no.
But that was real country. That just happened to.
No, but it became popular.
Yeah.
What she's singing, I didn't get nothing out of it. That's just not me.
Can I be honest? Because I hate to be so, critical, right? Because every time you kind of are critical of somebody else black, now you tearing people down instead of just telling the truth. But even though I know she's from Memphis, I can't, she's giving us her background here over and over again. She always just sounds like a black girl trying to sing country.
Because it was really trying to give Dolly Parton, and I said,
yeah, I guess, and that's what I mean. Like it feels like you are trying to sing it.
Did you ever watch? You're younger than me, but I'm pretty sure your kids watched it. What's the little squirrel on SpongeBob?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. This little girl.
Oh yeah, she be down there singing her country music. It sound like her.
Yeah, and that's so for me, I'm just like, you know what I mean? Like I agree, it didn't really move me. I wouldn't say that. I guess I would say I'm not a country fan, and I guess I'm saying that to say I don't really have country music in my playlist, right?
No.
But as I was growing up, of course, I grew up on MTV, VH1 stuff. So there are certain country artists that I have listened to: Dixie Chicks, Shania Twain. You know, like you say, Billy Ray Cyrus. Going to high school dances, these are, music that we dance to and sing and all of that. So, but I do agree. K Michelle doesn't sound like what those things sound like. And to your point, when we think about Beyonce coming in and doing that album, Beyonce didn't try to sound country. She just did music that had a country, feel or bass, so good luck to K Michelle is what I got.
I wasn't feeling it though. I said, ooh.
Good luck to her. I mean, I hope that it's good for her to have done it. Because I wondered that about people when we talk about the entertainment, even sports, Colin Kaepernick or whatever his name is, I use him as an example, because when he decided to take his knee, he went against his employer. And then when he spent a long time trying to get everybody, well, maybe some people were riled up. I wasn't. But he got a lot of people riled up about him. He should be allowed to play. And I was confused because I'm like, nobody told him he couldn't. He broke the rules that now doesn't allow him to be able to play. So you can go play. If you told me that you love the game and you love football, then you can play football wherever you need to.
But that wasn't a rule until Trump said something about it.
Well, I'm not. So here's where I go with this, because it's no different than any employer. Most employers are at will.
Well, yeah, but
okay, there's that. That what
the commander in chief decided that he didn't like this man taking a knee during the national anthem. It wasn't that they had a problem with it. It was Trump that didn't like it, and Trump made a big deal out of it and made it very political, and that's why he took the fall.
And the only thing, because even with that, right, that fine, but it doesn't change how I see it. You know, you are not going to go into an organization like that and think you're going to change it. And that doesn't mean that there's not anything that needs to be changed. It's kind of like what we're talking about politics, right? Like, it doesn't mean that there's not anything that doesn't need to be changed. But my point just goes back to, if this is what you love to do, then you can still do it. You just can't do it in the NFL. And so that's kind of what I mean.
But I'm saying too, though, that wasn't a rule. It wasn't like he said, okay, I'm going in to break this rule. That was not.
Okay, fine.
That was not.
Okay, well let's take that off the table. It wasn't a rule.
No,
but I'm still just speaking at it. Like, I feel like you've been an entrepreneur for a long time. I'm speaking as a person who's worked in corporations. And so what I'm saying is that at any moment in time, like, to your point, that's what we call at will. At any moment in time, my company that I work for right now today can decide to change a rule to reorganize something that we don't have no idea about. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't here before, and now it exists. You know,
but that's why they have signed contracts too, though. So they have signed contracts. They have lawyers that look at the things. That was not.
But they don't have a union like that. See, I feel like we get into, because when you say a sign, so like when you say a signed contract, the contract don't cover what it don't cover. And so to your point, if something changed that wasn't even included in the contract don't even matter, because it don't cover that. You know what I'm saying? So that's the contract don't cover what it don't cover. And so that's where a union would come in. So like when you talk about union workers, it's because you got to have somebody to come in and enforce the things on your behalf. But all I'm saying, just in general, without even, and that's what I mean about getting into those types of details, because just on the fly, what I bring him up because he plays football. And a lot of times when people are getting paid millions of dollars to play a game, and they tell you how much they love the game, and then for some reason something happened and you can't play the game, well, you can. You can't, like, the semantics are, you can still play football. You can go over here, you can go to this league, whatever. You can't play for the NFL. And if you want, let's be forthcoming about what it is we're saying. And so that's kind of what I mean, just in general, about.
They do have a union. It's just that the president didn't like what he was doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm not arguing that didn't happen. All I'm saying is that you can't, like, you can't play for the NFL if they tell you can't play for them. And that has nothing to do with whether you can play football or not. That's what I'm saying. You can still play. You just can't play for the NFL. Mm-hmm. And that's their shit, and they get to make the rules. You get what, like, that's that. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm unfair, but that's why I mean I've been working in corporate for so long that is my mindset about dealing with corporate businesses. Period. My own job included. They can, like I say, they can decide to change a rule I've been doing all of this time, and all I'ma have is to have conversation with my friend. Like, can you believe that they did X, Y, and Z? Because ain't no recourse about. I can argue with them until I'm blue in the face. It's their prerogative to change it at will, and that's exactly what, you know what I mean, what at will means. So with that, you know, it's just like I hope. So what I was saying with K Michelle is that I wonder if, and I don't know, maybe this is not with her, because what I feel like is that she continues to put out music, and it's not a. She doesn't seem butthurt about not having certain awards and things. I don't think maybe she not being that vocal about it. But so my point is, I hope that what she's doing is just this labor of her own love, you know, like that she happens to be able to make money from, be able to be famous for, but maybe she doesn't get to, like, maybe she don't break any country records, or maybe nobody does pick up a story about what she, you know what I'm saying, doing over here. But hopefully she gets the intrinsic value that she telling us she looking for. That's what I'm gonna say.
Well, I believe it's in her, because you know she got her college education paid by yodeling. So,
well, girl, if you listen, if whether you wanted to yodel or not, you.
Shit. I mean, well, I didn't even know you can get those kind of scholarships, to be honest.
That, well, you know, that we go about Black people having the right conversations. There are a lot of scholarships available that if Black people would stop telling people and telling their kids and running this verbiage around, then you would be able to dig in and find out. You're not telling your kids college ain't for everybody. You know, like, because once you start saying that, then the thing is, you're not looking for how to pay for college. But I ain't saying that I knew yodeling was one.
And yeah, she was doing yodeling before she went to college.
No, for sure. That's what I'm saying. But my point really is that there are a lot of things like track scholarships are easier to get. Baseball, you know what I mean? Like, and so you go into, like, to your point, she was already yodeling. You can get a scholarship for choir. You can get a scholarship for drama. You can get, you know what I mean? Like, you can get those things. But my point, to her point, because again, I don't know anybody who yodels. She's only she only person who know how to yodel. Outside of the cartoons I used to watch growing up.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So I get where you're coming from, but I'm also saying, like, it made a lot of sense to me, because what I do know is that there's a whole pocket of stuff that people can go, you know, do or whatever, but nobody ever looks into it. And yodeling, probably, look, she was in Memphis, Tennessee, so maybe that kept her out of trouble. Because yodeling not that cool either, and I think a lot of people more focused on trying to be cool.
I don't even know any, you know, okay, where it's even common at. You were like, long time ago, yeah, yodeling, tap dancing. You don't see people do those things anymore.
That's true. That's true. Hell, they don't even play instruments no more, okay?
I still got my clarinet.
The kids do, but not the grown-ups. I'm speaking about, like, our music now. I'm like, oh, could you imagine how much fun some of those bands used to have when they was recording their music, because they literally had to go in and play that shit live like it wasn't on the track, or, you know, like, no wonder they was all after.
Exactly.
But yeah, good luck to K Michelle, y'all. Listen, Shannon said, I'm not a fan of country, but VSOP made up for it. You know, yeah, I guess.
Special.
That's the only part I know about that. So, like, honestly, I know K. Michelle more from being on Love and Hip Hop and more from her own reality show than I do her from her own music. And again, that's why I'm saying I hope that this is a labor of love because I want people to be able to do the things that bring them joy, you know, but also I will hope that your level of success is not based on like how everybody else respond to it. So if you putting out the music that you love, then
yes, they
go for it, you know, and right. And I hope that she's happy doing it.
Yeah.
So again, but like I say, it made sense to me while she was discussing why she is a part of the show. And kind of like that little marketing bug, I guess, you know, like, so because it might not be us, you might get the other people to go ahead and do it, and I think that might suit her better. Yeah, well, I think because I feel like that is who she is.
Yeah, that's her targeted audience.
Yeah, that's her audience. I agree.
She, made the statement about the white ladies knowing Phaedra.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just thought, okay, that's for them.
Yeah.
That ain't even Taylor Swift type of country music. I said, shit.
Not even. Is Taylor Swift country? I had no idea.
That's what she started out, country.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that I do remember that song because that's one of her songs I know. Yeah, I knew you were trouble when you walked in. That one.
I don't know it, but
yeah.
I said, K. Michelle, that's Patsy Cline country. I said, shit. I can't mess with it at all. I said,
that is Patsy Cline country. You right. Well, because even I like Dolly Parton. No, Lord.
Jolene. I had a little daycare girl named Jolene, so I used to always sing that to her. But
that's funny.
Yeah, good luck with it. But you know what? I said Drew came ready. And honey, she was ready to shade. I said, look how she was looking. Then when the first note that fell out of her mouth wasn't even that good.
Right.
I said, oh, okay, Miss Drew.
Drew be trying, but they be trying her too. Drew be trying like y'all gonna quit playing with me. So next thing I got is Kay, Pinky, and Shamia meet up with their kids and what looks like a haunted pumpkin patch or something. That's what it looked like. So Kay shades Drew about being a good witch. And then they discussed the Halloween party that Shamia had, and Angela getting caught up in this lie about what George had to say. And listen, she did get caught up in the lie. I agree. Drew was kind of like you jumping the gun talking about she been vindicated. Vindicated? Well, like what are you talking about, girl?
Hell no.
You know, literally, she just making up stuff. And again, like I said last week, for me, it was. I always tell people this, and this is how I can make people feel like real, like small. Always consider your source when somebody is talking to you. Yeah. How are you talking to somebody who is sitting up looking like the shice man and taking anything that he say for fact?
But he wasn't talking to her. He said it in front of an audience.
Well, you're right, but I'm still because Angela said two things, which again goes into her being caught in this lie. Because what you said is that you was in your neighborhood going to the mailbox. Mm-hmm. And so my point is, at no given time, I don't give a damn if it was at the mailbox or at the event he was at. Even while he was standing there in that fucking Riddler blazer. Like that, he literally looked like that's what he wear every day. Like it did not look like a costume. The only reason why I know it's the Riddler is the question marks.
Oh.
I mean, that's what, that's the only, but other than that, that just look like you look acceptable.
Yeah.
And so I'm saying that you're a clown. Like, I can look at you and tell that you're a clown. And so I'm saying, like, at no given time, how are you taking what he's saying to you? Because the way he talked, even while he was sitting there telling them people that. You talk shiesty. The little billboard that you got, crash for cash.
Yeah. He's an ambulance chaser.
And you believe in anything this man has to say? Girl. Okay, girl. Yeah, that was a bad fumble. We taking 10 points off, okay? You got to do an extra makeup exam so you can get back to your GPA, Angela, because that was a fail. My Chi-Town sister.
Girl totally failed.
Total fail. I didn't, yeah. And so, and Drew, you trying to make up, that was a fail also. Shamia expresses that she got a fact about that horse pooping in her yard. Listen, this is the thing that bothers me with Shamia. It's the passive aggressiveness.
I would be a straight aggressive, bitch.
That's my point. That's my point. You will be within every one of your rights to ask her for the money back. And I wouldn't mind giving her an invoice. You know what I'm saying? Like, you give her the invoice. You know, hell, put on what show they got now that be suing the people?
All I know is the People's Court.
Okay, People's Court. People's Court. Call them up, okay? Miss Pat. I think Miss Pat got one. Get on there. But what I'm like, that's my point with Shamia though, and that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. I think that is her disconnect with the audience. It's really like, girl, like you was within your right to call her out about it, but you kind of giving this. You like the way you even bring it up. It's like, did it happen? Are you sure? You know what I'm saying? Like. Or are you just saying something? Like, are you just saying something? Like, I don't understand what's going on here. Because I would agree with two things. How the hell is one of your guests gonna have another guest show up at your house with a whole damn animal? You have lost your rights to even come to my house at this point.
Yes.
Because how dare you? You gonna do that at your own damn house.
Girl.
That is uncouth.
Yes.
So yeah, and I'm surprised, and I'm sure the animal did poop in the yard. So you should have immediately went and let her know, like, girl. And same while she and Drew, I thought was out of line too, because you acting like she was supposed to go call up the man who brought, like.
She don't know him.
Right. Like, this is your trash you brought over here.
Exactly. I'm coming to you. And then when she says it's performative, I'm like, girl.
Well, here's the only thing. What Shamia was doing was performative. Because that's what I'm saying. It was like you was talking to her, but you still having this roundabout type of conversation, where you're not being real clear with her that you pissed off about you bringing a horse to my place and this horse shit in my yard.
Girl.
But like I said, Shamia, for me, that's the problem. That's her disconnect with the audience. It's like you have this passive aggressiveness, but then when you're talking to your friends, you have a little bit of aggressiveness. But then when it comes time to do the confronting, you kind of are in this passive aggressive, space. And I'm gonna need Shamia, like, I'm gonna need her to get it together. I'm gonna need her to figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna need her to figure it out. And
she need to stand in it, honey.
Yeah, even with this whole the jail not wanting the film type of thing, I'm really getting frustrated with her about that. And I'm not saying that what she's saying is not the truth, But what I can't stand about it is, girl, he not filming now. So why is it that you trying to act like that you bring here today? That, like, be real about what did change. What was the difference? And say that. If your reason was, like, it can't be that everybody else has come up with Portia didn't want you to be on the show, and then your response is, well, no, it was my husband. But then you sit back and kind of want it to be Portia didn't want you on the show. Which one is it? Like you just said, I'm going to need you to stand in it. I'm going to need you to stand up and stand in it.
So are you referring to what Andy said or how we got here?
What? That it ain't changing?
No. When Andy was talking about it and Portia, he was talking about Gerald and meeting him for the first time, and that how Gerald did not want Shamia filming in the home, and she corrected it, and then Portia stepped in it. Is that what you getting at or no?
Well, yeah. But it's like Shamia, and that, so it's kind of the same thing I've been saying about this thing about her friendship ending with Portia. It's like she sat back and let the audience take on, like whatever narrative. And then when you come on the back end to clean it up, even what you're trying to clean up, it doesn't make sense. Because, again, Gerald is still not on the show. And not only that, I feel like we have seen plenty of housewives not have their husband on the show. I'm confused at why, you know what I mean? Like, why this was it for her.
I don't know.
Right, I got so many questions.
Portia decided to comment, though, since he's paying her dust.
Well, she did. Well, I think, it's so funny that y'all got to keep up, put down the mustard and catch up, okay? Because I feel like at this point, I think Portia is about to troll Shamia. And it's just because, like, after that whole thing about the mama trying to sleep with the daddy and all of that, Portia like, F you, girl.
Yeah, but they filmed it last year. What's gonna happen? So we wait until each episode, then we pipe up some more. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I think that's a natural thing. Like you said, they'll film stuff, and then when the stuff starts to air and come up, yeah, it kind of gets reignited. And so and not for nothing, to be quite honest about the way Portia moved and stuff, she always kind of had been that way. She never really would be in under comment, you know what I'm saying, like going there. And not for just to act, that makes for a good show when it comes to the housewives, because here's the thing, once we get to the reunion, as an audience, we don't need to be arguing about what all happened on social media, because that's not going to come up for the most part on this reunion. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So it's good for people to try to practice not doing that. You know what I'm saying? But I do think that at this point, like I said, because I agree, it filmed, she knew that it happened. But what she's like reacting in real time is because everybody is watching it in real time. And so it would make sense to me that you would, like, now you like, shit, like, okay, I'm coming. And so I feel like Portia I feel like there's some vindication that she wants of her in. I'm not saying that she deserves it one way or the other. But my stance is the same. I think Shamia put her friendship up on the table, and maybe that's what she felt like she had to do. Maybe she understood her limitations with Gerald, and I don't know. But she put her friendship up on the table, and she lost big, and now she just got to go with that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nothing else to do. Like when you go to the casino and put all your money on the table and the house take it.
Well, she best to get over it. Because I guess I've just never been that type of girl. We not friends no more. I ain't tripping over it. Good riddance. I mean, we can be cordial, but I ain't going to be sitting there, oh, I want them to talk to me and be crying about it. And that's what I keep saying. I'm like, why is she crying about this shit?
Especially when it's your fault.
I'm like, girl, please stop. Please stop.
No, I agree. I totally agree. And I like Shamia in general as a person. I wanted her to do better, as a housewife. She's right there with Marlo as far as I'm concerned, as far as their performance as a housewife. But I think we'll be seeing her again. Hopefully her counseling will be helping her, and maybe she'll learn how to navigate these girls a little better.
Yeah, learn to play the game.
Yeah, Andre said Real Housewives of Atlanta season 17, 10 women. Let me see. 10 women was too big of a cast when Bravo got rid of 7 women of Real Housewives of Atlanta the summer of 2024. They had 10 women at one time? Because I think this one right here with 7 is a little big for me. I'm used to kind of like a 5-ish. Some up in there, but the 7, 8, that's a little bit big to me. Don't forget, y'all, go ahead and, because I want to see if this poll even works. Listen, so place your poll, what you're rating this week's episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta. What did you think about them meeting up? They had K Michelle. Kay ain't got no little baby, but they brought her on out to hang out. Listen, let me just speak first. Don't invite me. I'm not going to no pumpkin patch. Not until I get some grandbabies. Now, if I get a grandbaby, feel free. But my kids are grown. I'm not doing those things anymore.
Well, the thing that K Michelle said, how she would go to war for them babies. I'm like, really? You just now meeting these kids. How you going to war for them? You don't even like Shamia no more. So you still going to war for her babies? I don't know. I don't know. I just felt like somebody made a video said it took 17 episodes
for K Michelle to show up. Okay.
For everybody to have something going on. The kids finally meeting each other in the 17 episodes. Drew finally got a storyline. I'm like, God damn.
That's the point.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Like they were just, like you said, it did not feel like like it was a finale to me at all. I almost kind of wonder if the Halloween party was supposed to be the finale, but Portia and Shamia, the situation that happened, because it just
I think that I could follow that, because usually the end episode generally is some sort of event which we did have K Michelle's listening party.
Very special. Very, very special. Whatever. But okay.
Did Drew get pushed, or did she just fall?
She got pulled and she tripped over them long ass pants.
Oh, okay. That's what Portia said. Cause what Drew kept saying, like, somebody pulled me. She like, you sure it wasn't them pants?
Girl, yeah, it was the long ass pants she tripped over, girl. Trying to be Beyonce. What she call herself, Drew-Beyonce or whatever.
Yeah.
Girl. Now I thought everyone looked nice, but I hated K Michelle's hair. I said, what the hell is this?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. I'm just like, now, there's another girl, she's somewhat part black or whatever, that sings country, Tanner somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I like her. I don't know why K. Michelle thinks she has to look like. I don't get it. The hair looked like she had pump it up, sprayed on. It looked like a heart.
Yeah. You know, I think I had said to myself, she reminded Claudine, I think is who I thought about. Like you know, the old Diane Carroll, one of the Supremes or some shit.
Turn your wig around.
Yeah. Dream Girls. Okay, right. Exactly, girl. Exactly.
I'm like, what in the hell? So this is my first time ever seeing K. Michelle's sister. I never knew anything about K. Michelle. I said, oh, she got a pretty sister.
Mm-hmm.
They look a lot alike. But you know, the episode, it was, you know, I didn't watch it a whole lot of times, so you know. I said they were just tying up all the loose ends. So who else?
That's what it seemed like to me.
Mm-hmm.
What else happened? Oh, so Angela presented her Fangela at the list.
Angela and her daughter's conversation.
Yeah. Let's get to that, because did we feel like we learned anything there? Because remember we just like absolutely not.
I'm like, why are we here? I don't care to hear about this, and I hated it.
Well, you want to know something? I don't care to hear about it if we're not going to talk about what we're talking about. It feels same as when we had that first conversation when we was talking about on that review. Because I'm like, I'm confused at who. Like, it seems like somebody has a problem, but I'm confused about who. And even on this episode, that conversation, for some reason, I got the feeling that it's the daughter. But that seems so odd.
It seems like the daughter don't want to be married no more.
It seems like she uncomfortable being
gay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is that weird for me to say? But that's what I'm getting. Like, that's the feeling I'm getting. Like, I'm not getting that your mom doesn't agree and you're not comfortable talking about it with her. That's not the feeling that I'm getting. I'm getting that you're uncomfortable with you. And you having a problem talking about that, which would explain why you ran off and got married and didn't tell your mother. That's the only thing that explains that, because here we are again at this conversation and you still not being forthcoming about why you didn't tell your mother.
I just was like, oh, I didn't even care to hear it. Then Charles didn't want to be there either.
Well, because if you're anything like me, I mean, if you're gonna tell it all.
Yeah, because I don't.
Don't be sitting me and hollering and trying to protect this and trying. That's the fastest way to piss me off in a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna check the F out, right? Because I'm gonna be like, spit it out. What is it that you're trying to get to? Yeah, come on now. And that's how I felt in that conversation. Yeah. I just felt like, what are we talking about? And then, like you say, she get to the end and she's like, well, I didn't want you to be right. And it's like, right about what exactly?
I'm like, what am I watching? Why is she in the confessional? I'm like,
How'd she get here, Ike?
What you say? Did we ask for this?
What? We asked for this, okay.
Let you know, while Angela too busy running around here.
Yeah, Angela.
Find out what's going on over there.
Girl, she is clawing at a storyline, okay? Girl. And I have to admit.
Oh my goodness. I guess she was trying to, keep mess going. That's why she was doing what she's doing, because she don't have one.
Yeah, clearly. Yeah. So, y'all tell me what y'all thought about the conversation between Angela and her daughter. And somebody let me know, is that a thing? Like, is it possible for you to be lesbian and uncomfortable being a lesbian. Like, is that a thing? Because that is a true feeling of what I'm getting. It's the first thing that I got the first time, and I got it again this second time.
Well,
That same type of inkling, huh?
well, speaking of the lesbians, let's get on over to Portia and Sway.
All right, I forgot about them too. They made it official in this episode.
She gay.
She gay. Okay.
I said, when it was on, I said to my husband, "Don't she look like somebody?" He's like, "No, I think she looks like this girl." But he's like, "No, except this girl's short." Talking about Sway. He's like,
okay.
I said, "Well, I think they look alike." But anyways, I like that Sway wanted to, figure out where we at, what we doing. And they said what Mike found out on the Instagram.
Yeah, that's what Portia said.
I'm like, did you really think that she was dating Mike? He just looked like a paid actor to me. Because there was no chemistry there at all.
Yeah, I don't know. Here's the thing. And I've been doing this from the beginning. I wouldn't call him a paid actor. But what I will say is it just appeared that there was just something to do.
Yeah.
Right, you know what I mean? Kind of like you want to get something to eat, I'm free to eat. You know what I'm saying? And we, laugh and stuff while we together. But I don't necessarily, I wouldn't say that she, like, paid. Listen,
I'm not saying she paid him. It seemed like he wanted to be on TV. And,
yeah. But and now let me just play devil's advocate, because that's another thing that kind of crawl up under my skin too. Is like people who want to be on TV, baby. You don't show up on those reality shows unless you do want to, unless you're at least comfortable with being on TV.
He's already been on one anyway.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So like if you want to be on camera, then you comfortable being on camera. Like I said, I don't necessarily feel like there was anything. Even if we hadn't known, because we all had found out, I guess, at the same time Mike did.
Only thing I would say, it just seems like with Mike, even when she's in the scene with Dennis,
she got more. I mean, when she was dating Dennis, it was Mike reminded me when she was dating that football player.
Yeah. So but she's like she got to really make a decision. I'm like, girl, you don't even like this goddamn man. So what decision?
Right.
Come on, move it along.
Well, I guess I just answered my own question about Angela's daughter, though, because I was about to say, I guess the decision is, because that's something that you're going to have to, not just between the two of y'all, but that now, I mean, you're in a full-fledged relationship with another female. That's not the same as, oh, I have fun when you know what I'm saying, go out, or, oh, I might have a threesome, with my husband, or that's not the same. So maybe that's what she had so much to think about, as far as that's what it's going to be next. It's not just, okay, me and you, but also this hard launch.
No. I'm not even thinking about that. I'm just thinking about, it could have been, she could have dated somebody else. It just seemed like there was nothing that this man that she liked about him.
No, I agree.
I was like, so not saying that she had to pick Sway. It just seemed like he should have been long gone. But yeah.
Well, I can agree with that.
So Miss
Sway. Yeah, because I don't waste time. Like if I'm not feeling you, we ain't gotta keep spending time together.
And it seemed like she was kind of squirming when they were on a double date with K. Michelle and her husband. Just
but she probably was already feeling like she liked Sway a lot more. You know what I mean? I'm just going with that to assume that this was even a real dating situation. Because I do agree, like it just felt like something to do. It didn't feel like there was actual intent behind it. But congrats to Miss Portia and her relationship, honey. And they've been jet setting ever since. One thing Portia gonna do, even though she couldn't get to her friend's wedding, but she been flying all around the world and yeah since.
Maybe she got cured.
Yeah. Clearly, I mean, something happened.
I'm delivered. She got healed. The Lord
Yeah,
fixed
something
it.
happened, you know, so like Sway taking the whole family on vacation. You know, that's the one thing that would always make me nervous though. And I'm that way in my real life, or in my real dating life, is just to say, I don't ever want somebody like blinding me with things.
Mm. Well,
Even as nice as it is, and as much as you know what I mean, you know, sure, but because it's like, I think that's what people, where they find themselves in these relationships or then subsequently breakups, because when you all in the, you know, in this part, the honeymoon, you doing all of this, y'all traveling, y'all doing, you know, she taking the family, she, you know,
yeah,
it's
love
all of this
bombing. Love
extravagant ass shit. But at the same time, does that go like, does that go on forever and ever and ever? Like, I think about Cookie and Magic Johnson, like, because I'm bringing him up because we know he got a lot of money. But is every day what it looked like when they out on the yacht?
No.
I wouldn't think so. You know, like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't think so. But that's, you know, but look at how long they've been married. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of like looking at somebody with this new relationship and you kind of doing all of this stuff. It's like, well, what's going to happen when they die? When y'all can't, when y'all not going as much? When, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever. You know, like, not that I hope for anything bad, but it just feel like, I don't even want to use the word facade. Um, Smoke. It's just a lot of smoke and mirrors for me. Yeah, just a lot of smoke and mirrors for me. But good luck to them. I mean, listen, they look happy online. I think Portia happy as long as somebody's spending money. That's not me kind of, I'm not trying to call her no gold digger or nothing. I think anybody would be very happy as long as money is being spent. But I just think that's what it is when it comes to Portia, you know? So.
What Phaedra say? You got the money, get the pussy for the money.
Right. Yeah, I mean, to the highest bidder, you know, and I mean, I'm like, y'all know I like Portia, but it just is like, I think anybody spending the money can get it. Yeah, I would agree.
Cause she definitely don't have a type.
No, she doesn't.
But Sway been the best looking one I've seen so far.
You know, and I can say like I like her. I like how she moved. You know what I mean? I can see that. She seemed level headed. You know.
But yeah.
So we'll see what happens as we get once we able to get on around to next season.
Yeah.
If Sway is able to stick around, or if she sways away. Okay. I'm pulling an Andy Cohen on you.
Yeah, so I think that's pretty much it. Oh, and the birthday party for somebody said Drew's grandma. Not Drew mama. They call her Drew grandma because you know they try to say her sister is her mama. I know her mother looks very good. She's 81 years old, getting around dancing, still got all her right faculties. I said, go ahead, woman.
Yeah, she did.
Goals.
Right.
Goals. I want to be there.
I agree.
Yes,
I agree. I hope to be. I hope to be still getting around and getting it.
Also, we forgot with Drew looking at that $1 million home with her mom, and then she talks about the changes she's going through with Ralph, and having to show her itinerary showing that she actually was on trips for work as to why she is not hadn't been a present mom is what Ralph was trying to say. So, and evidently he must approve some sort of stuff.
I hate to be this girl. I just keep things honest and in perspective. Kind of the same when it came to Todd and Candy. Anytime I'm watching people in this position kind of go through their divorce and then with the kids, and again, as long as a man is not, and I'm not saying Ralph is not doing this, but like as long as he's not being like disrespectful, I guess, in the way that these things play out. But what I'm saying in general is, and maybe it's easy for me to say because I was the only one raising my children, but 50-50 is just the way to go. Like I don't. And especially if you like I look at Candy, like if you've been an entertainer, like and this is what you do, seem like the easiest way to settle that. Now again, that's easy for me to say. I ain't never had to battle it out with nobody about the time I was gonna have with my kids. So so I don't know. Maybe it is this hard thing that women have to go through, and all of a sudden I can't imagine not having my kids every weekend.
Well, she got to pay child support.
Who Drew? I mean, listen. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. If it has to happen to men, then it's okay for it to happen to women. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying it ain't.
Yeah, like that's I like all I'm saying is when people are in that particular like in that situation, I really think you really could have went in just requesting 50-50 joint. You know what I'm saying? Because that just makes it easy in general. And so then if the person, the other party or what have you, is now kind of doing this other stuff, like going after full custody or you know what I'm saying, like that, then you know that this person is just being spiteful. You know what I mean? And whatever people do to piss their partner off during a divorce. But if we really are just the Papoose and Remy are one also that I would say the same thing. I think some stuff people try to make it seem like it's all this difficulty when a lot of shit is just real easy. If you felt like you was ready to get a divorce and you felt like this was it and that, then you could walk away from whatever money it is you thought. You know what I'm saying? Like if you like, so that's what Remy say. Well, he won't half of this and woo. So they divorce and stalled because they can't agree on it. And all I'm saying, then you got now Papoose got his own woman out here, honey, defending him hard about this divorce. And what I'm saying in general, huh?
That's a poor Clarissa.
Oh, I agree. I agree. I want some, like, can somebody's mother please come and get her, honey? And that's what she's like, I'm 32 years old. Don't you know it's us 40 and 50-year-olds out here the ones telling you? Girl, get your shit. The fuck? You're right. I saw a clip of her interview with Cam, and she talking about basically the public thought that Papoose was supposed to go and get somebody less than, Instagram model with 2,000 followers. She said, I'm rich, I'm successful, I'm at the top of my game. And she said a phrase, because I'm saying, she said, that's the reason why. That's the reason why. So she's saying that's the reason why Pap with her. That's the reason why the people mad. No, that's the reason why we telling you to get your ass away from him. Those reasons you just named. Those reasons. That's why we telling you deserve better than this.
Yeah.
That's what it is so funny to me when people do that. Like you think you checking and you just read your own self, stupid.
Yes. She's so aggressive with her stuff. I'm like,
she is, and be wrong.
Yes, I said, wait till she go back and her old lady Clarissa, look back at the dumb.
Maybe she gonna say, "What a fool I was." You just a fool. You know what
you say? Hey. Yes.
And listen, we all been there. But that's what we saying is like, that's why like you getting this because it's the women telling you like, get your shit and get out.
Because he don't never speak like that.
He does not. Absolutely not. That's the strongest thing I've heard him say. Absolutely not. When that man asked him if him and Clarissa lived together, he said, absolutely not.
Oh, really?
Just like that. Absolutely not.
Wow.
Yes. And I do think, and listen, because I do think I think it all got something to do with the divorce. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like his absolutely not was an absolutely not because he knew that that's the message you need. Because you don't need Remy thinking you sitting up living with this girl. So what, you know, but so with all that being said, my point too, just if Papoose was into you the way you run it down on this internet, he would be divorced because he wouldn't be sitting up waiting on anything because he's so in love with you and you at the top of your game. And what do he need her money for? Okay, yeah. Sure. Like, but you want to get on the internet and cuss everybody else out because your man won't get a divorce. Because he's sitting up telling you whatever it is. And my point, like, people do go through stuff. I've never been through a divorce. I don't know. Like, I've known people who have been separated from the person that they were married to for decades. You know, like we ain't not 2-3 years, but actual decades. I think there's something wrong with that. And personally, I'm not getting into any serious relationship with somebody because my faith tells me that's somebody who is walking double-minded. And you know, like whether you've seen this person in all of this time, you might not, because that's how I told a girlfriend of mine. She's like, well, I ain't seen them and so. I don't know where to find them. And so I told her, I said, well, don't the same thing still work? Put a public notice out. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? It's a way to get your divorce. Now, if you just like Papoose, you just sitting up trying to get something up out of her, then you goddamn right it's gonna prolong. But if and that's what I mean. If you want to be done, you can be done. You ain't got to walk away with anything but your name.
I know a person that's they ain't seen their spouse since 1999, girl. He don't never plan on getting married again, ever. So that's what his thing is now. I'm still married, I think. You know, even though his spouse live way in Oklahoma.
Until they showing up at her damn door to give her a death notice for somebody she didn't forgot about 3 times over. You know, now you got to get your ass up and come roll wherever he at to come bury him because y'all ain't decided to take care of y'all business.
Yeah. I don't think
but listen, but we, in the words of Clarissa, we just hating on her. We just don't like her. But I will say this too. She does have a likability issue. We don't like her. She is right. We don't like her. And it's really because you cussing us out about your fucked up relationship. Because this is like, you are young. You are successful. You don't have any kids. What are you doing with this person who appears to be a leech?
Yeah.
Now I don't know if that's true or not, but that's the way it looked. I don't see him getting on nobody's tour bus. I don't see him stopping at nobody's club, arena. You ain't opening up for nobody. Ain't nobody called you to come guest star. You ain't did no verses.
Maybe
Like,
he
where
goes
is
right.
your money coming from?
He goes right.
Okay, he goes right. Yeah, you right, he does. So leave Remy out. Like, you see, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you really was so ready to move on, move on.
I don't think neither one of them ready to move on.
I don't think so either. I would agree with that. I would agree with that. I don't know these people from a can of paint, but I know that it shouldn't. This shouldn't be going on if y'all both feel the way you say you do. But like, I'm confused, and so yeah, I'm with you. Take us out the group chat.
Yeah.
And somebody, Clarissa needs a PR person.
Yeah.
Other than Pat, but she needs a PR person. She needs somebody to help her know what to address and know what not to address. And since we're on the subject real quick, and then we're going to go ahead and review these reunion looks. Not even on the subject, but it's on the subject of Housewives and of responding to things that you didn't even need to respond to. And I'm going to bring it to Candy because I done told y'all about Candy. Now, look, I like Candy
Girl, please,
in general.
I watched the whole thing. She should have responded because I feel like Tamar gaslights the fuck out of her. And
pause. She gaslit her. She gaslit her because what Candy got, in my opinion, I didn't watch her whole response because I'm not. But what I felt like is she got mad because the girl said she couldn't sing. I think that was the thing that took her over the edge and caused her to do a response. But go ahead.
Her response was because she got on the radio and said that she don't have beef with her, and then tried to make it seem like when Candy wouldn't shake her hand or roll her eyes, that I was just trying to be nice. Candy said, "You don't fuck with me, and I don't fuck with you." And for you to send me the text you sent me saying that my husband's, all this other stuff and gay
and to your point, she gave all kinds of information nobody was privy to. But go ahead.
Yes, just like Tamar did when she said they tried.
No, I agree, but I'm pointing those things out because I want to point out why my view is the way it is on that.
So when she went to the party, they were at the party when she sat next to Portia, Candy, Portia, and Marlo. As before she walked into the party, Tamar walked past her and called her a bitch. But we have no beef. Then you come and have this man come and sit by me. Then you straddle him while he's sitting by me because the security kept coming to Candy trying to figure out if she was okay. And she was like, why am I, what's supposed to be going on or whatever. And so she turned around to the guy and said, hello, shake his hand. Are you the reason why security keeps coming over? So then Tamar comes over, straddle him. He's sitting right next to Candy because he came and sat there. So while she was there, before she straddled him, she kept circling Candy because when she saw her, she was leaving. Then when she seen Candy, she came back in. I feel like that Tamar always start these fires. And then when people say something back, then people go, oh, well, they shouldn't say that. They know how Tamar is. So she let her know under no certain terms. When you see me in public, I'm not going to acknowledge you. So don't try to shake my hand. We don't fuck with each other. She was not a presenter. She was not a person who won an award at the Essence, whatever they had down there. So why are you up on the stage trying to shake my hand and congratulate me? And you know you don't like me. Period. And I feel like, no, people talk about the way Candy sing any damn ways.
Well, let's be clear. She can't. Like that, and that's what I'm going to say is that's the reason why. That's the reason why I understand that is the thing that got under her skin. Because everything, well, everything that you just named was things that happened amongst whoever you was in the room with, right? Not no camera, y'all not filming nothing,
No,
any
but
of
when
that.
she did the
Wait,
interview,
hold on,
she
wait,
said they
hold on.
don't have beef, and they do
No,
have beef.
I agree. Because even with what I got to say, it has nothing to do with Tamar. Like I don't think that Tamar should get a pass. And what I have to say is not to imply that she gets a pass. But at the same time, because two things can be true at once, right? When you got somebody who Tamar is like a toddler, and all the time, right? This has been Tamar since she's been on the Braxton. So there's not been this brave change into the way Tamar behaves. So, and I'm not, and again, that's not me saying to give her a pass, but what I am saying is when you give it attention, you're not doing nothing but feeding into it. Now, the main difference to me, because it's not about whether you have something to respond to say, whether what you said made sense, whether you had to lay out the whole whatever to all these people who don't know nothing about what's going on outside of that one thing. And to me, correct me if I'm wrong on this, but to me, even when that clip came out, I think majority of us understood why Candy didn't say anything to her, because we all get it. They just had that whole thing on the Big Brother thing where they couldn't even make up. So everybody, we all are aware that y'all don't fuck with each other. And fine, Tamar play those antics about wanting to make up with people. That is her MO. And so there's that. But for me, the major difference was this thing. Tamar was sitting on somebody's radio show and somebody asked her about it. Now, that doesn't mean just because somebody asks, doesn't mean you got to give. But the point is, she was sitting on somebody's show and they asked her about something that they saw. And because that lady said something about that lady singing, and that shit does bother Candy, because in everything that Candy has been able to be successful at, a solo career is not one of them.
Well, probably not in the United States. Well, it did well in the UK.
Okay, fine.
It did way better than K. Michelle numbers.
We'll give her the UK. Okay, right? We'll give it to her.
It is.
But listen, but overall, because that's the deal with Candy. Candy is a little bit like Shamia, in the sense of everybody had to tell her she was a boss, even though she was already living it and doing it and all of that. The audience had to push her into this boss person that she steps up to be, and this is how I knew it was her. It was that lady insulting her singing, because it was the vitriol in which she said, "Yeah, you said I can't sing, but how about this? You sing and don't nobody give a fuck." See that right there? I said, well, as soon as I saw,
nobody give a fuck because she
listen, but here's the deal. I'm not saying that what she said was wrong. What I am saying is, when that came out your mouth, your motive, your slip was showing. Your feelings was hurt about her saying something about your singing, and you're not in the position that you want us to believe you in. The reason why is because you decided to go pay somebody on your team to ask you questions so that you can address what she did on another interview. That's crazy to me. And again, that's crazy to me, because I would think that Candy has a plenty. Like, I would think that you could be working on your next Broadway production, because what I do agree with is that you got way more going on than to be sitting up here playing in the middle with damn Tamar. And so the reason why you are is because you are sensitive about your singing.
Well, she said she's not Michelle Obama either. Remember, she said.
Well, clearly, but see, but that's only because I'm gonna tell it like it is. That's only when it suits you. That's only when it suits you. See, because she will do it every other time, but she said that's why I said that sentence. That sentence. Sometimes you always you can always find out a person's motive, and they can say a whole plethora of things, and all it takes is that one thing, and you like, there it is, and that's because that's what it was. Because what else would have got her so upround that you decided to open up your entire studio? You opened up your entire studio, and that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I had to put things in perspective. That girl was sitting on somebody's radio show. So even though you didn't have to like that they asked her, you ain't have to like the answer she gave. Because I don't think there's too many people out there believing her side of that. So I don't think that it was necessary for the other stuff. But like I said, when she put it out that singing, and she said, "Well, you singing, don't nobody give a F," and she's right. You called it right, because the deal with Tamar is it's almost the same thing as Candy, which that's what I'm saying. Candy has been able to be successful at everything, but an actual solo career in which that is what she's known for. Tamar got her solo career, and she plateaued at a place that, like, for her to be as new of an artist as she is, she damn near in Toni Braxton's bracket.
Girl, she ain't no new artist.
She's newer than Toni Braxton.
But she had an album out in the 90s.
So, yeah, she did, but it didn't. I don't necessarily consider that one, I still consider her to be a newer artist. Like, if that album had charted, had done well, had she been known for actually putting out that album, then I could kind of go with that. The only people who knew she had that album was anybody who followed. Like for instance, I didn't find that out when she was on the Braxtons. I knew who Toni Braxton's sisters were at Toni Braxton's first album, because that was the type of person I was when I listened to music or about music. I looked at the credits. I knew who the background singers were. You know what I'm saying? Because I looked at the names and things. So I'm just saying that a lot of people were introduced to them as her background singers, to them in general, when the Braxtons came on. But I agree with you. I remember when the Three had the album. I remember when she had an album, you know what I mean, on her own. And again, so I consider her a new artist. Maybe technically she's not, but at the same, and whatever. But what I'm saying in general is that the success that she got with that album, as well as she sings, because Tamar sings, okay?
There's a bunch of people that sing this now.
No, I agree. I totally agree. So that's what I'm saying. As well as she sang, as well as she can sing, her success is there. It's here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not equivalent to the voice that she got. Let's put it that way, right? You know what I'm saying? And so that's where Candy went with it. And again, she called it right. Right? She didn't say nothing wrong. Tamar called it right on her. You can hold a note, but your ass can't sing. And so that's why your solos just flop. You do well with your group. And I don't know if there's anything wrong with that. Like, it's kind of like what I would say about Shamia with the babies and all of this extra stuff that people go through to go obtain these things. Maybe some things are not your lane. I use this example. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Yes, you can. I don't know how much I'm going to pray to God, but I don't think I'm ever going to sound like Whitney Houston.
No, but I don't think...
But I can do all things through Christ. You see what I'm saying? Like, some things you're not going to be able to do.
You're just going to make a joyful noise. So you're gonna
but you get what I'm saying? So sometimes there is a place where you just have to accept what is. And that's it.
The goal was for Candy to have a successful solo career. The group fell apart. I think
Candy been trying to put out solo songs all while we was on. That girl has been clawing her way to some type of solo acknowledgement. Y'all can act like y'all ignore it if you want, but I go back and watch the old seasons. She's been trying to put out a solo project for God knows how long.
Yeah, she actually said she was putting out a solo project.
Yes.
Or she just making music.
I know, like, right. Look at your face. But yes. She started off with a listening party and everything. And see, that's what, and so going back to that beginning of the Housewives though, and that's another thing, like people make mistakes, shit happen, whatever. But that's why I go back to saying, reminding people that the public had to push Kandi up to who she steps in out to be today. Because if we didn't, there would be no way what's that lady? I'm about to say Kardashian. Kim Zolciak. A damn near unknown person gypped you out your own fucking song. And the reason why I know she gypped you out your own song is because you sat up on the reunion crying about it.
Yeah.
Now you the professional, you the one been in this business, and you let this nobody come gyp you out your money.
Yeah. I'm with you.
See, now I ain't gonna keep you where you started, but I am gonna remind you. And so that's where I'm at with where it comes with Kandi. I don't, like I say, I understand, and like, so the whole Michelle Obama thing, it's like you'll play that when you playing coy and not responding, but then to get cute because you just don't want to expose yourself for what it is, because if you're not, if you're paying, if you're paying a dust, pay a dust. I don't think it was worth responding. Even with what you explained.
She made a little pretty penny though, because there's a lot of people on the live. So
well, okay, and so for that, and fine. But even that don't get like I am not the girl that's like, oh, that was a smart business move, because I don't think you need it. It's thirsty to me.
Thirst? I don't think
it's thirsty to me.
Tamar seems like she's thirsty for attention.
They both are. Now listen, I don't have nothing wrong with putting her in the thirst spot too.
She is.
I am not opposed to that. They both are. Like, yeah, I would agree. I would agree with that. Sure.
Her antics,
absolutely.
I just don't. When I watched the Braxtons the first time, the original stuff, I could never watch the show because I couldn't stand Tamar the way she acts. I'm like, how old is she supposed to be? Mm-hmm. I mean, like, is there like a 20-year age gap or something? Why the hell is she acting like that? That annoyed me so bad. And for someone to be, 45 and up? Or how?
Well, I think she's 45 now. I don't think she was then.
Yeah, but she still act the same.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree. Like I said, I agree. I said she acts like a toddler. She does.
She thrives in chaos.
For sure. And that's that right there. Because when you're dealing with somebody who thrives in chaos, like in the words of Mariah, I will not come down off my chariot and throw tomatoes with you, my darling. Okay? So, and not for nothing,
49.
Like, I respect a good, back and forth too. But see, Kandi not even that. Like, Kandi's not she's not a good, like, clap back or good, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me, snap back. She's not. That one line she had in there was the best clap back she had, which was, how about you sing and don't nobody give a fuck? Okay. But so I'm saying this to say, I sometimes really do appreciate sometimes the silent, like flips.
Like what Tawanda said, the message that Tawanda said, let your silence be your, oh my God, because they thought she was saying it to Tamar. After Kandi's speak on it.
I wish I knew.
Because
but it sound like sound like you're going around what I'm saying. Cause I
like
think
that. I can't remember.
yeah, but I think sometimes, and like I say, depending. Cause don't get me wrong, I'm good for a good cussing them up and down too. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I can't stress how much, especially when you have the things going on that you do. You let that shit speak for itself, girl. You are out here producing Broadway plays and productions. You have no time to talk about this girl trying to scrape herself up off the Billboard chart. That don't make no sense. Clarissa, number 2, because fighting the whole internet over some stupid stuff. Anyway, let's get down to these Housewives Awards. All right, y'all, listen. We got sidetracked, but that was it for our Housewives of Atlanta. That is the season finale of season 17. We got a couple votes in. Look, y'all both looking at 4 to 6 and 1 to 3, and that's about where I was at with it too. I'm gonna give it a good 5 because again, it didn't feel like a traditional finale. It just kind of was. Nothing really kind of happened, and nothing kind of. I don't even feel like we was left anywhere. You know, it's funny that we're going into a reunion, and the only thing we know we gonna get at this reunion is Portia and Shamia, right? Like, but everybody else, we kind of up in the air. Like,
yeah.
Do you feel the same?
Yeah, I thought the finale would have been a little bit more, you know. It just was like I said, tying up a bunch of loose ends. They just threw a show together because it's like it was kind of all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I wonder if this stuff was filmed out of order. Or, I don't know. It just seemed weird to me. But like, it took 17 episodes to get storyline for Drew, for the kids to meet.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It is what it is. But all in
all, not for nothing, it was nice to see Shamia with her kids.
So yeah, I thought the season was good though. I liked it. After a while, it kind of got a little dark, but I thought it did well.
I thought it was definitely a good pick me up, season. I think like I said, the ladies all have their issues about how they show up in one way or another, but as a group, I'm okay with seeing them come on again. K. Michelle is the only one that's a wild card for me, and it's just really because I did see a clip where Portia was like, well, which K. Michelle is showing up today? And I'm kind of like, yeah, it feels that way in a sense when you're dealing with her, because she's kind of like headed out with seem like everybody or some type of grievance with everybody, and even as she's sitting on the couch on that reunion like teaser, I feel like she on the side with Shamia, but she ain't really fooling with Shamia. So I don't know. K. Michelle is a wild card.
She did get a chance to go on. What is that? It ain't Kelly and Regis, Kelly and Mark or whatever it is. No, what's the girl name?
Oh yeah, the married people.
Yeah, they used to be Regis and.
Yeah, and Kelly. And now she got her husband on there. Y'all, listen, let me tell my age, even though I always say it. I remember them from All My Children.
I remember
that's how I knew of them all the time.
Not Asa. What's the other man? Not Asa. No, that's from One Life to Live.
She was Adam.
Adam Chandler's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I remember when she first got on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's where.
Yeah, I miss All My Children.
Oh, they don't come on no more?
Girl, no, they took that off a long time ago, and then they tried to have some this is before all the streaming and stuff. So they did try to have like a web, web show, but they didn't do well. It's crazy because General Hospital's still kicking. Yeah,
sure is.
I don't even watch that because again, I'm gonna tell y'all about General Hospital real quick. Reason why I don't watch General Hospital. My mother loved General Hospital when I was growing up. But honey, that storyline moved too damn quick.
Yeah, Spencer, Luke, and Laura. Girl, I used to run home from middle school trying to get to this Luke and Laura wedding.
Yeah, you got to, because if you miss 2 days, baby, you'd have missed a whole lot.
Yes, honey. Yes. Yeah, I remember when she got on the show.
Yeah, that's funny. So it's pretty cool to see them kind of like that, because I feel like her husband, used to kind of come on when it was Regis and her, like a guest, and then started filling in when he wasn't there, and then that's him. Anyway, let's get into these reunion looks real quick before we get up out of here. All right. Oh shit, y'all should have saw me over here dragging the mouse to my desktop while I'm on this list. In my mind, trying to figure out why I can't find it.
No, girl, I do that all the time, but I be on my phone, because sometimes I have my phone by my laptop, and I'm moving a little laptop thing. I'm like, why is my?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get our first look up, and we have Miss K. Michelle. I say she is giving Poison Ivy for me. I like this look. I said it from the preview. I think I put in our last recap. I'm like, K. Michelle looked good on that couch. Yeah, I like it.
Yes, yeah. I don't know if I think she looks nice. I would say that. And she went very safe. I like it.
It's probably the best she's looked all season.
Yeah, because that damn finale hairdo was ugly. So yeah. The red looks good on her skin too. So.
Yeah, with that hunter green, that's it. Like I think the whole thing is coming together. I would agree that it's maybe simple, but simple is not bad. Simple can be good. What we giving? 1 to 10? I gave her a 9.
I said 8.
8. Mm-hmm. Okay. Y'all drop down and let us know what you're giving K. Michelle.
She didn't post anything on her Instagram because I was looking, trying to see if she had her own pictures outside of the other ladies do, so we can get a better view and a better, lighting or whatever. But okay.
Let's move on to our next lady, and here we have Shamia Morton. She is giving us Gold Goddess, Grecian Goddess. Okay, I like it.
I liked it too. When I saw this, I was like, well, then when I saw her out, when she did the ones on her Instagram page, I said, oh, you can really see how nice. Only thing, I just didn't care for her hair. I
like the hair.
I don't know. I thought the bob she wore last year, I know she got to be different, but I thought the bob was really nice on her last year. This hairstyle is okay, but yeah, but she
needed that hair up with that neck.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because that would make sense to have that down. Yeah. But I thought she came through in that gold. I thought the gold was giving us like very, like you said, goddess, or
I couldn't understand the theme though. That's maybe why I guess I kind of feel like Giselle felt that they should have had like one color. It was just too many colors for me, and the way the set looked, I just didn't like it.
It's funny. I assumed that it probably was the Scotland plaid. Like that, to me, when I saw the black, gold, and the green, that's just what I thought about.
I don't even know what the Scotland flag looked like.
No, not flag, not flag. I said plaid. Like like just look, because I wore plaid. I wore uniforms. I went to Catholic school, so I had plaid. And usually it's like 3 colors. You know what I mean? Like I think it was like blue, red, and yellow. Like the blue, and then the little lines was like red and yellow. Maybe similar to whatever that is behind Shamia. So like I say, I just assumed the theme was like Scotland or using maybe the plaid, I guess, as a reference. And yeah, one thing I'm gonna say about Giselle though, like I tell people, that's why I just sometimes mind, it pays to mind your own business. Like whatever the people telling you over there, you don't film it. Real Housewives of Atlanta. So why is it that you would think that whatever y'all did, they did over there? So it's because I feel like Atlanta girls never all have on one color ever.
I don't. Well, maybe it's the stage class. I didn't like it. I'm not even gonna lie. And I'm not saying I didn't like their outfits. I think
Yeah. The color
nice.
scheme, the color scheme
Just
didn't
didn't
seem
like
to
it.
come
It
together.
just was
Yeah.
not pleasing to my eyesight. I said, "Oh, why they do that?" I just couldn't
And,
get it.
and now, what I would agree to with Giselle about it is a lot of times they do all look like they're going somewhere else. Like you have it's a group of people, like you said, there's a thing, but it's kind of like, damn, they all look like they're showing up to a whole different event, like instead of the same one. But I will say also that Atlanta is never in the same color. So. But I did like this. I gave Shami a 10.
I give her about an 8.
Okay. Look, Angela playing hardball over here. All right, now we got Miss Drew with this go naked hair.
Yeah.
Virgin need to be flat ironed a little bit. That's what it looked like to me. I like the dress. I wasn't partial to the hair. We did end up finding out that she had a hair emergency. Not sure what that's all about. Because Drew run late for every damn thing. And that's a shame. Don't ever don't ever have it all together. I say that about her. Like, poor Drew. Like, you just cannot get right. Just always something. So with that, this is about a 7 for me, but I do like the dress.
I would say the same. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, so it's too bad that the hair emerged. I mean, it kind of worked out, but yeah, I thought, oh, it's so much. But yeah,
she got her hand on her new hip, girl. You see her,
girl. No, you see her on TikTok with Portia trying to twerk a little bit. I said she can't.
Girl. She got to learn how to use that thing.
She got to learn how to use it. She better learn from her grandma, girl.
Okay, here we are with Kelly. Now, what's interesting about Kelly and Shamia, the hair.
Girl, no, this shit. But did you see the back of this dress?
I did not.
Girl, it's god awful.
Is it?
Girl's got this big ass bow on the back. It looks, to me, this pose doesn't look bad. Don't look bad. Until you see the back of that dress, and it's on her Instagram. It's a mess.
Say, what the hell is going on here?
It looks unfinished.
Like from this, I like this little look.
Yeah, but you see the back of that damn thing, you say, no, the hell she did not. It looks unfinished.
It's got given her financial state, maybe it is.
It just looks like, I don't know, this angle here to me looks nice. I would say she looks nice. I would give her about a 7. But if you see the back of that dress, you say 2. I'm not lying. I would, first of all, I said, did she look at the picture before she put it up there? It doesn't flatter her. And it's got this big ass ugly bow. It's like too many things going on in the back. Too many themes back there. It looks a mess. So you get a chance.
Well, girl, she barely got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. And how dare her go sit up on Carlos King's couch. And I'm mad at Carlos about this because now at this point, Carlos, we have got to put a stop to this. You cannot continue to let these people come sit on your couch and just say any old thing. Like, Jesus, you're not going to stop them from the delusions?
He let them just say what they want to say. She said the standards.
Baby.
I think she got a t-shirt. Don't she got this t-shirt out now that says something about the standards, or was somebody trolling?
I don't know. I didn't see it. If I missed it, if it did happen. Because for me, I'm not even buying into it because I know you. I've been watching the Housewives for 20 years. you just got here. You ain't said a motherfucking thing. And for, like that, going back to this whole Mount Rushmore of Housewives, it's absurd to me that anybody would include Housewives that have come after 15 seasons. You are following the crowd. Hello?
She said, honey, none of the other housewives shut down no Balmain store. They ain't shut down nothing. She said,
and that's a lie. They have been, maybe it was only, let me go back to Nene when she did her shoe dazzle. Okay, maybe it was just a shoe dazzle event. But she shut down the store when they did that. Like,
what store?
I don't know what store. All I'm saying is,
she's saying the high-end store. That's what she said.
Okay. Let me get this out. Because ain't no way somebody with no place to live is going to tell me about them shopping at a high-end store and think they got something over my head. Baby, you do not.
She's just saying.
I have consistently been able to pay my bills and stay in the home that covers my head for 20 years. And maybe not a mortgage is not $10,000. Whatever it is, I've been able to keep it. And that's that. Sometimes people need to be brought down aside.
Yeah, but it wasn't like the girl was homeless and didn't have nowhere to go.
Well, she stayed over at Shamir house because I have to agree. Listen, right, for 2, I wouldn't give a damn if it was 2 days.
She said,
for 2 weeks. Yeah, for 2 weeks. You needed somewhere so you don't lay your raggedy ass head because you didn't have one for yourself. Because even let's talk about money. Let's talk about having money. Money gives you options. So if you listen, there are plenty of Airbnbs now. There are residential hotels. There's whenever you decide to go stay at your friend's house because they happen to just have an extra house laying around, yeah, it's because you need a place to stay.
But girl, she ain't our kind of broke. So
I'm not saying that she is. I'm just calling it like it is.
But what she's saying is,
I'm just calling it like it is. Like when Cynthia went to go stay at Candy House while her house was closing. She needed a place to stay.
Who did?
Cynthia.
Oh, well, yeah, Cynthia and them was having issues.
She was waiting on her house to close. The house they lived in sold. She was waiting on the lake house to close. And while that's all very reasonable, my point is she didn't try to make it seem like something other than, damn, I'm displaced for this amount of time. I need a place to stay. And that's what I'm saying about Kelly, though. It's like, Kelly, what standard did you set, bro? Because it's only been you that's got on this show. And I'm not saying, I'm only dragging her down to hell because she set herself up as a standard. And now I'm trying to understand, what is the standard? Is that the standard? Because you done watched the Housewives for 20 years, and that has not been the standard the whole time.
She said on season 16 was different for her. And when she came in, she was giving the girls what they have not had. They all were using her style.
And she's right about that. Closed up restaurants, bankruptcy filed. Like there's a level to where she's right.
She didn't file bankruptcy.
Okay, fine. She's thinking about it.
And her restaurant went closed last year.
It's closed today.
It's closed now, but we talking about season 16. That's what we talking about. We talking about she was reflecting on the good times. That's what she was.
And meanwhile, she is getting $70,000 teeth. Okay.
You just said it again.
I said, meanwhile, she is getting $70,000 teeth. Again, I asked you, what standard are you setting? Because if my baby girl is watching this as a standard, I'm going to have to snatch her ass up and let her know, this is the wrong standard, baby. We got to go over here to the Oprah Winfrey Network, okay? That is the standard. Not this girl.
What's the standard over there on Oprah?
I'm just playing. I'm just saying something because it's just Oprah.
I know you talking about. Oh, you talking about Oprah, not the shows.
I'm like, yeah, I'm just talking about Oprah. You know, I'm just talking about you presenting yourself as a standard, and then these being the standards, right? You get like, no, nobody, no, ma'am. You don't date somebody who's willing to give you $70K, and you need some place to stay and get teeth. No, baby, that is balling backwards. That's not what you do.
She said she's balling her head, honey.
That is not what you do.
Who says I didn't have a house?
Well, she's right. Then you then before you went to brag about them $70,000 teeth, you just should have made very clear that we understood you was waiting on the house to get into, because that's not the way you put it.
No, because she was getting the help from Phaedra.
And that's all I'm saying.
So
what standard are we setting again?
She said season 16, she set the standard. So that's why.
Baby, and we are talking, what is it, down low to the floor? How low can you go?
Well, she said y'all gonna see her rise again. So
and that's okay. And just know, I don't know who she's setting the standard for, but it's not this. It ain't a bitch like me. I'm gonna say.
So she said, because she was the only one to have a stylist on retainer.
Who?
A stylist on retainer.
Oh my God! I saw Funky Dineva on Shade Room really kind of saying the same thing. Like, that's how you know she is playing to a audience with broke like mentality. Like, really, you kind of playing with now I'm about to get a little pissy with Kelly, because really you kind of playing with the audience, right? It's almost like you just assume that everybody in the audience is of a certain economical level, and that we can't look at you and determine, something else. Like you're not the first person that has a stylist. Like, again, I've been watching Housewives for 20 years. Dorit was the one, Jane.
No, she's not talking about the other shows. She's saying Atlanta.
It's easy to do that when you minimize who, like that. Like, it's easy to do that when you try to minimize who you're talking about. See, you can't tell me you set a standard, and when I start to point out to you the standard you did not set.
So that's what she was talking about in terms of Housewives of Atlanta. She said the girls was not given that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm telling you, honey. Carlos said, what? So then he pressed her on it, though. And then he did have to agree that she was the one who had him on retainer. And then she said something about Balmain.
But it doesn't matter if you had a stylist on retainer on your first season and then you return on your second season. Out.
And everybody's using it. So then she said,
because he needs some money. He needs a job. You can't even pay him. See, that's like, stop it. That's what I'm
Everyone is using them, and they're looking better than ever. Is what she said.
Now, the only person I would have to go, Drew. Drew is probably the one using them.
All of them used them. Phaedra used them once. So did Portia use it for the looks on some of her confessional looks. Cynthia used them for her reunion, and so did Drew use them for her.
Yeah, that's good. Well, and I'm saying this, Kelly didn't pay him then, because all of that feel odd to me, right? You the one who brought a stylist on retainer. Now he dressing everybody else. But wouldn't your stylist on retainer be strictly for you?
So look, they fell out last year before the reunion. It must have been
and so how he's gonna stick it to her is, I'm gonna come dress everybody around you.
Because that dress she had last year was I don't know.
Yeah, I disagree with that statement. But what I am okay with, what I am always okay with, because even I do it for my own self in my life, I'm okay with a small bit of delusion. I think
Kelly said, "I'm that girl. I always been her."
listen, I feel like to go where you going and to like take yourself from one place to another place, I think a healthy part of delusion, a healthy bit of delusion is needed and necessary. So I'm okay with a little bit of delusion, but I disagree. I adamantly disagree with that. And again, simply put, anybody coming into Real Housewives season 17, season 16,
But all I would say,
the standard has been set already. This is why there's somewhere for you to come into 16 years later.
well,
And no matter and as far as the evolution of the housewives who come in and out, um, that's y'all problem now. Y'all don't like to give credit where it's due. Like there would be nowhere for you to even sit if it wasn't for the ones. So yeah, set a standard, get the hell out of here. Maybe for your best friend. Maybe you setting a standard for her. But like I say, Carlos just stood up, he just giggling and let these people just say any and everything. And I get it. Maybe that's a great way to have them be relaxed and to feel comfortable talking. But sometimes it just go too far, like this shit right here. Like it just go too far. But again, girl, if you're not gonna be that girl, or if you're not gonna tell yourself you that girl, then I'm not sure who else supposed to. So I'll go with that. What I tell this look, I'm giving a 7.
girl, I'm about to show you.
Oh, the back.
Girl, let me see if I can find it on here because it looks a mess. It's a whole mess, and I was like, why did she do this? Okay, phone. Well, anyways, if you go and see Kelly's page, hold on, shoot, and because it looks a mess from the back, and let's see, 7. And okay, I don't know if you no. Here, I can share screens, right?
I think so. Yes, you should be
Okay.
able to put it on present.
Do I got? I ain't got Instagram up. Shoot. But anyways, it looks a mess. It looks a mess, and I'm like, why did she do this? And it's on the heels of setting the standard, and honey, they was killing her.
And then there's that. But that's what I mean. Like, you sound crazy. You came in season 16, girl. There were 15 other seasons before you. And no, nobody had to wait till you got here. I don't even recall Kelly having anything on that was like, oh my God, did you see what she like?
No.
Yeah, so girl, I am offended by that as a viewer. I'm offended because no, and I just want to make that clear. Like you're not setting anything 16 years later. Like you're not a damn thing. You are happy to be here.
Yeah.
Let's move on to Miss Phaedra Parks, honey. I like this color. That the colors it was giving me holiday party.
Yeah, it does look like Christmas going on.
Mm-hmm.
But her pictures on her Instagram was really nice because she has that
Oh yeah, Phaedra.
Yes.
Yeah, I liked hers too. Even though I'm not even gonna lie, of course I know all of these things are professionally done. You know what I mean, and everything. And so I understand. But I just hope ain't nobody all doing all this touching up with this fucking AI stuff. That stuff just really agitates me. Seriously. But no, she looks good.
Can I show the Kelly thing? Okay,
Do I
hold
need
on.
to take this off?
I don't know how it work. I never did it from this side. So let's see.
It should, yeah, I was gonna say it should be
See
a
it?
present. There you go.
No.
I can see it. Do I gotta add it? Let me see. There I go. Oh, yeah. That you know what it looked like from the back, like some type of like witch, like like a corset type of deal
Yeah, of
going
course
on.
it's giving Cinderella. It's giving. I don't know. It's ugly.
Yeah, that's a bit much. I'm with. Yeah, that's a bit much. Yeah, I don't know. She's setting the standard for her bestie. Okay. Because I do feel like Shamia. I feel like she's setting the standard for her new bestie. Because even the way Shamia dresses and shows up, Shamia wasn't doing. She didn't dress like that before Housewives. So again, I'm guessing that this is just her idea of how she wants to present. But I go back to this being that's her disconnect with her audience because we have been watching Shamia for a long time, and who you are right now on our screens, we are confused. We are confused. So you and Kelly work that out. Yeah, I don't like that. I like it from the front, but I don't like that back.
Yeah, I don't know. I should take a picture of
I'm with you on that.
it.
Uh-uh. Mm-mm.
So
All
who
right,
else?
let's get on. Who we got next? Who we got next? Oh, Miss Pinky Cole.
Girl, she's giving Dynasty.
Well, definitely. Well, I said church mother. But
I thought
listen,
she should have wore to Dallas.
listen, the fact that we found out that she is pregnant, I
Mm-hmm.
guess it is. I guess we're gonna give her a little pass, honey. But
Yeah.
yeah, she showed up. Cause I thought to myself, is this a joke?
She's looking
What
very
is
matronly.
this shit?
Girl, the first one was it the mother of the church or the first lady won? Girl,
Oh
she,
my God! Like where of the Baptist tabernacle? Okay.
girl, yes.
But yeah,
Somebody
I
look.
mean,
I was watching a live. They said she was giving Sissy Houston.
yes, I like that. Sissy Houston, I can go with that for sure.
I
For
said, well,
sure. But I gave her a good little 6 or so. Like I said, she's with child, so it is giving mother, okay?
yeah,
But I think you could have did a little better than this.
girl, that wasn't giving mother. That's giving grandma, honey.
Right? Yes, you're right. I no church mother. Church mothers are grandmas.
Yeah, yes, cause
But church mothers are grandmas.
and she the youngest one on the stage, ain't she?
I think well, close to it.
Girl.
But I knew when Claudia let the cat out the bag, Claudia is so thirsty. Poor thing. But when she the one said it on Carlos about one of the ladies was pregnant, I already knew it was Pinky because honey, the way y'all done popped out them 3 kids, honey, it ain't nobody else up on there but your ass.
I said, well.
Oh, we did, Kelly. So what am I giving Pinky? I said a 6, a 6.
Mhm. Oh, what did you say about Phaedra? What you gonna give her?
Oh, let's go back. Where was Phaedra at? Phaedra. Oh, I think I gave Phaedra a 9. I'm gonna give her a 9. I like that. I like the color. I like her hair. I like that.
It's girl, way much better than last year.
It is. It is.
Yeah, because that was.
What you giving?
I'll give her about a 9. I love it with all of. I got an echo going, but with all of the jewelry and everything on from her Instagram pictures, to me it was a 10.
See, those probably was AI because I don't understand why she would have jewelry on that picture and not on this picture.
She had $700,000 worth of jewelry on. I said, wow, but you didn't wear it to the reunion, so you just borrowed it for the pictures.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right, here we are with Miss Portia. I like it.
I liked it. I like it better without that.
Without the like shawl thing.
Yeah, just give it Miss Roper to me.
Yeah, it do look like Miss Roper. I would agree. I
Uh-huh.
would agree. But I love the color.
Yeah.
I think the hair is cute. I like the little robe thing because it's giving like that's the extraness, like for me. That take it from being like this little plain, you know what I mean, to like this,
Well,
I
it
don't
ain't
know.
plain because I got the peekaboo size. I think it's cute.
Yeah, it's very cute.
Hmm.
Portia usually gets it right. I'm giving
Yeah.
Portia a 9.
Hmm.
Okay, we got Cynthia.
When I seen this picture, I said, "What the fuck?" I'm not even gonna lie.
No,
I
I
was,
did too.
and not until I went over to her page and saw it, I said, "Oh." I don't
I
think
mean,
they.
it's still like for me, it was just the cape that did anything.
It was cute.
It was a very basic look in
Yeah.
general. But also, what I said after I said what, like why she got this on? But I also said, well, she is just a friend of, and so listen, I agree that that back cape to see, I should have pulled up a picture to see I think the must have been New York City skyline,
Hmm.
very cute. But like I said, Cynthia number one is a friend of, so she ain't really got to do all the extra per se, even though we always see the friend of do those things. And also, I'm just like, girl, she could probably put on a like say put on a paper bag because she still look good. She just looked like she didn't try.
Yeah. Right here. Yeah.
I mean, but
Yeah. I was like,
imagine not trying and still showing up like that.
because I'm like the pose. I didn't like the shoes in this pose either.
Hmm.
Cause they just like too, I don't know, they too long or too keen or something. I didn't care for it. But again, once I saw her model it, I said, "Oh, no wonder why she's a runway model." This lady, I mean, it was nothing left to be said from her Instagram page.
No,
It
for
was just
sure.
beautiful. Hmm.
So I'm gonna give her a 7.
I give her 8, and that's from the Instagram.
That's from the Instagram.
Yeah,
Then now we got Miss Angela.
Angela. I think she
Angela.
looks nice, but she looks
I
old.
like the dress.
I like the dress, but she gives older than me. I don't know why. She just
Well,
gives,
we've been saying that since she got here.
but she really look old here. I mean, not old, old, but she looks
It
older.
might be the makeup.
It- but I think she looks nice.
Yeah, I think she looks nice. I think she looks nice. I think she got it right. I love the girl. Um, and I kind of want to know, is that dress like, is that fringe?
It's fringe.
Yeah, that's even better.
It moves.
Hmm. Yeah,
Uh,
I'm gonna give her a 9.
hmm 8.
Okay, Miss
It's
Angela. Even though you got to do something about them lies, girl. She gonna need to do something about taking your information from just anybody. Girl, I'm gonna need you to use your. Well, this is what I say to people a lot of times. I use both sides of my brain, so I'm gonna need her to use both sides of her brain.
Yeah. So,
Hmm.
but yeah, I can't wait to see the reunion.
I'm looking forward to it.
It's gonna be. Hopefully it's pretty good. This season, like I said, the season was really good. I thought. Um, had us coming back to watch. It wasn't a chore to watch. It was something I genuinely couldn't wait to
Except for this
see.
last episode, but I digress.
And they got an extra 15 minutes. I said, go on here, K Michelle.
Hmm.
So, but yeah. I just can't wait to see what's going to happen, and then they're going to start filming again.
Yeah,
So
let's see
looking
if K
forward to
Michelle
18.
actually gets activated, if she can respond to things that are happening in real time, or is she gonna have these rehearsed rebuttals to come along with?
Yeah.
That's I think for me, outside of whatever got to go on between Shamia and Portia. And not that I am like, again, because I really am distraught, or I just really hate that their friendship has disintegrated. And I realize that there is no coming back, but I just wonder what that's going to look like on that reunion stage.
Well, I also wonder what it's going to look like for season 18.
True.
You know, like, you know, how long is this going to go on?
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And also, how long is Shamia going to act like she okay with her new best friend being friends with her ex-best friend? Or let me rephrase that, because not friends, but friendly.
Is they still friendly?
Well, the way I see it, I don't think that they are, like, in a sense currently, but the way I see it is that there's always, right, yeah, there's always this room for it to go back and forth. And there's, because here's where Shamia is, on the other side, right? Like, you ain't coming back over, you know, like, but your new bestie can do that. And so I'm wondering how long is it going to be before we see that? Because I would think that it bothered her this season when it happened.
Well, you know, they say time heals wounds. I just wonder, for the sake of the show, how cordial are they going to be? How are they going to move around in the group? You know,
the same way they've been doing, I would assume. But that's what I mean, like, because with the group dynamic, that still leaves Shamia odd man out.
Well, I mean, still, like, I don't think like they did previously, because they didn't have this. Before, they was kind of, you know, now it's, I can't see how it goes forward. That's why, unless there is some kind of, I'm not saying they got to be friends or whatever, but it seems like right now, from what we're seeing, that it's like this, you know, with them. So how will the group move forward? How will we do things? How will they, you know, because we're going to just go season 18, 19, 20 or whatever like this?
I mean, technically, it don't make sense that you would, but Andy is the one that said ain't nobody going nowhere. And because we literally pretty much watched them do that for the last 2 seasons. So I don't understand, like, that's what my expectation would be, because actually I don't see a world where they make up. I really don't. Like, Shamia, and again, this is like, I know that I am like a Portia fan, but I'm just saying, what she pulled out her bag, and not just pulled it, because it's not the fact that you just pulled it out, true or untrue. It's the fact that it's the malice in which you were sitting to wait to have that. You know what I mean? Like, you were waiting for a moment to have that out, you know, and that's just nasty work. And so I'm saying that to say, they're like, rightfully so, you should not have an expectation that you're able to go and make, you know, like, and make up with a person after you've done that, you know. So yeah, I just would imagine they're gonna do the same thing they've been doing. Just like I think they sat there right when they was both at the listening party, but they didn't say nothing to each other, right? As I said, we've been watching it. The one conversation outside of the table, when they had the one conversation last season sitting at the table, then the one conversation sitting at another table, the very first thing out of Shamia's mouth is what came out of her mouth. And that's why I say, like, how long you been sitting on that? It's that's familiar. That's what I mean when I say what Candy said. Like, and sometimes people can say something, and it don't matter if they had a whole slew of other things to say before, but they can say one thing, and you can feel the energy in which is being said. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I felt with just that was through the clip. I ain't even watched the whole interview. That was just one little clip. And like I said, like, oh, that's why you on this platform doing all of this, because that shit got to your ass. And it's the same thing with her. It's like, okay, you've been sitting on that for a long time. That's malicious. I mean, it is. But it is. So, and I'm agreeable to say, because I don't think that makes her a bad person. Like, I like Shamia as an overall person, but I do think that, and that's why when they got into the discernment, we might need to go get in her prayer closet and polish up some of her discernment, because I can't believe you would let the devil use you like that. Because that's why I say like spirits and demons jump in people's bodies and had them acting in ways that maybe they don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I do believe stuff like that. Like, yeah, like evil spirits just do that. And that's what I mean. Like what she did, that was a malicious move. I don't think that she's a malicious person, but that act was malicious, and it was meant to be. There's no. I didn't mean to say that. Yes, you did.
Yes, she meant to say.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm saying that there is no comeback.
I would have said it earlier. I sure the fuck would have.
Well, it seemed like it would have served you better.
Yes, it would have.
It would seem like it would have served you better, because if you wasn't, then you should have held on to it.
Yeah, because
and also, because that was the whole. I feel like, did we miss that last week? So let's just bring that, because then there's you going to apologize, to everybody else. Like, the hell is wrong with you? You didn't offend them.
I mean, stick and stay. Stop it. Stop it.
But also, you are apologizing to them for what? Exactly. You didn't tell none of them that mama was trying to sleep with your daddy. You apologizing because they was in the room when you said it? Like, what's going on?
Because you made them feel uncomfortable, girl. Stop it.
I agree. Stop it,
girl.
And that's why I say and so that Andy told us that ain't nothing gonna change. Now this is what I will say about it. I don't think Shamia should come back next season. I don't think this is a healthy environment for her. And even though Andy said like they got their cast, they are happy with it. What I know for, especially when it comes to Bravo, Andy, and us Black women, you better not let them exploit you and then have you sitting somewhere in a corner, can't take care of your damn kids, because you'd have been ran through the ringer. Because what I'm saying is that even though Andy is very gung-ho about keeping the cast together and having them come back again, I don't know if Shamia got enough strength to understand that this is not like that. You still should step away, and that they are like capitalizing off of your, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Girl, either she has to learn how to play the game, and she's gonna stay.
I don't think she can.
She better learn it. I mean, because other than that, how are you gonna be good at it?
She's not.
Yes,
but that's what I mean. Like, you're gonna continue to be in this windfall where you're gonna continue to be trying to figure out why the public is, you know what I'm saying? And it's clear that you can't handle that. You are in counseling for these girls. You got a whole special needs child that you didn't need counseling for. Like, you didn't need to go to counseling to figure out nothing. But you got to figure out how to navigate these girls. I don't think it's a good idea for her to return. So maybe she will make a decision on her own to not return. But I don't see that either.
No.
Yeah, I don't see her doing that. I just think that would be the best for her. But I feel like she,
Like that.
hmm,
Especially if it's wearing on her like that.
yeah.
Because I cannot be unhappy. I'm not going to cry. First of all, you not going to see me cry. If you see me, no, I'm not. Even if I feel like crying, I'm gonna take my ass home. Ugly cry there. But I'm not going to give you the pleasure. Like I had told one of my daycare kids, hey, bully feeds off of you crying. They know something hurts. They're gonna keep going at it. Just like old girl when she cried, Angel on the other show, and they kept
Mm-hmm,
doing the catfish
mm-hmm,
on her. I'm
mm-hmm.
like, girl, why would you go cry to Giselle?
Right.
No,
No, for sure.
girl. So
They
yeah,
ran her right on off of them.
girl. So yeah, Shamia, I don't know. I would definitely, if I have to seek therapy for Housewives show, that's crazy. But I damn sure
Use your discernment. Okay, like
understand.
what are the powers that be telling you about that? You done went your whole good life all this time without me
I just
knowing.
know she better not get up on here on no YouTube channel and get to apologizing again.
We'll see, honey. I don't know. She ain't did no YouTube, so maybe she won't be on there at all. But I mean, I
She
feel
do
like,
little YouTube stuff with her and her family.
oh, okay. I ain't seen them.
Yeah, so the girl.
And that's the deal. Like I said that already. That's funny that you would mention that she has some stuff with her and her family. But see, that's the part. I'm confused. Like, how are you able to get this guy to do all of this stuff for this random shit, but you can't get him to do this for this show?
Yeah. Now he wasn't speaking, but he was on little videos and shit. But yeah.
More than what he does on here, right? Because my points stay the same.
Well,
Right?
I guess he said
And that's what I mean. Like,
because he can't control what goes on fucking Bravo. He can control what's going on her YouTube channel. It's not like they're gonna have it edited a different kind of way
but
or
that's my
whatever.
point. My point would be the disconnect that provides for her and the audience. I think I said that a few weeks ago because it was like a revelation. It's like what she presents on social media is far from where she is when we turn on the show every week. And so these things, what's the song? One of these things don't go together. Like, you know what I'm saying? One of these things is not like the other. Like, that's kind of like, yeah, what's happening here? Why is it that in no way does this life look like this life?
Yeah.
So that's that on that, honey. That is that on that. Well, listen, we are finna get up out of here. I'm so glad we had a chance to go ahead and do this recap. We went over reunion links. Reunion airs this Sunday, right?
Yep.
Part 1 this Sunday. So also I wanted to see if we might change our day. So we might be looking at maybe Wednesday. Fingers crossed.
Yes, Wednesday.
Okay. So listen, y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Make sure you are hitting the bell notification button so that whenever we do go live or when we upload a video, you can be notified that a new video is up or that we're live. And continue to help us grow this channel. Listen, we are celebrating the 20 years of Housewives. So we got some more little things we're going to try to put out for y'all and have some discussions about. In the meantime, go check out my video, 20 Years of Housewives, and listen to my Mount Rushmore of Housewives, okay? It might not be surprising to some of you, but go check it out. What you got going on?
Girl, that's life.
Right, life is life.
Life is lifing right now. So for real. But yeah, we'll see you on Wednesday.
Oh, and don't forget to go vote for the Housewife Awards.
Oh yeah.
So we are wrapping that up. We'll do that at the end of the reunion.
Okay then.
All right, y'all.
All right.
We
Good night.
out. See you later.
Bye.
Goodbye, Kyle.
Said what I said, and I'm
always.
not changing on it, okay?
Goodbye, Kyle.
Here comes Peter bucking up his chest at me like he gonna do something.
Goodbye, Kyle.
The blacker the berry, the sweeter the taste.
It could have been a scheme that Todd set up.
Goodbye, Kyle.